and welcome to day 46 of 365 Give It 10 ideas. One idea every day this year to get you eating, moving, thinking and feeling better. Remember, Give It 10 is 10 repetitions, 10 seconds or 10 minutes. Little things done every day, and Give It 10s that you can habit stack. You can stack on top of each other through the day. So before the end of the day's out, you may well have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, who knows how many Give It 10s you can fit into a day. But around things you're already doing, this is stuff that's not going to take you forever. It might not get you running a marathon, but it will get you living longer, being healthier, being able to move better and generally living a better life. So today is a little bit about the 7 Ps. A bit of prior preparation prevents piss poor performance. Prior preparation and planning prevents piss poor performance. 7 Ps, as we used to say in the Royal Air Force. It's all about planning. Now, most people don't eat well and don't do the stuff they said they will because they haven't planned it into their day. And for me, living a healthy life definitely starts in the morning, but actually it starts the night before. Now, we'll talk about sleep and morning routines another time, but we're talking about a morning routine that involves having a healthy breakfast. And for me, that's generally starting the day with a smoothie. Now, I've got an early start tomorrow because normally I make a smoothie in the morning. I get up with my other half, I make a smoothie for both of us. He takes one to work and then I get to work from home, but actually I'm working away from home tomorrow. So this evening it's about a bit of prior preparation, and that means prepping the smoothie tonight. Now, most people say, you know, Jen, I'd love to have a smoothie, but I don't have time in the morning to make one. So why not prep one in the evening? So what we're going to do is, and I've got tons of smoothie recipes, so watch out for my new smoothie recipe pack coming out soon. Let me know if you're interested in that and I can put you on the pre-list. But all we're going to do basically is chop up. I tend to do the same smoothie most mornings, to be honest, because it's just really super simple. But we're just, there's a bit of a banana skin on there. I'm going to chop up a banana, chuck that in there. Brilliant. Then let's throw in a bit of beetroot. That's the last bit, so that's just half of one there. Sometimes I put a whole one in. You know, a smoothie making for me, whilst I have got some fantastic recipes for some glorious smoothies, quite often it's just what's in the fridge and what's in the freezer, because I keep a couple of staples in the freezer, so I've always got something to throw in a smoothie if I'm running out of fresh stuff. Like a bit of frozen mango, so we'll throw that in there. Break it down. Put a piece of frozen mango in there. Some frozen blueberries, because they're so much cheaper than fresh blueberries and they last longer, and you don't get those blueberries that go a little bit weird and mouldy in the centre bit. So frozen blueberries. Unless you know you're always going to eat them fresh on top of cereal or something, which is a great breakfast to start your day with, but just stick a handful of frozen blueberries in there. I tend to throw in a little bit of flaxseed as well, with vitamin D, especially at this time of year, because we're not all getting the vitamin D we need, and I know my other half doesn't, for sure, sitting inside all day. And always, nearly always, a handful of spinach. And again, I've got frozen spinach in the freezer for the times that I don't have fresh spinach to hand. So literally all I'm going to do is just shove that all in there, stick the blender lid on it so I can find that in the morning. And then what I do in the morning is when I put, I tend to use almond milk in mine, so I'll put a bit, in fact, stay around here because the camera's struggling to focus with it. Yeah, put a little bit of almond milk, or I tend to use half kefir, so to get that gut-friendly bacteria in, I put half kefir and then half almond milk. But I'll stick that in the fridge for now, and then tomorrow morning, all I need to do is whip it out of the fridge, shove the kefir in, shove the almond milk in, put it on the blender, and we're ready in seconds. So how about, Give It 10 for today is taking 10 minutes to prep yourself for tomorrow. If you don't need to prep breakfast, and because while I'm on it, another good idea for breakfast is overnight oats. So you can spend 10 minutes just making an overnight oats recipe. And again, give me a shout if you'd like an overnight oats recipe, but there's tons you can Google. So do yourself overnight oats, and in the morning you're ready to go there straight away with your overnight oats. But of course, if you're just having granola or other stuff, or you've got time for a better breakfast, then that's fair. But don't start the day without a good breakfast. Don't use the excuse that you don't have time. Don't say, because I'd say to everyone to get, you know, that range of colour in every meal. So getting vegetables or fruit in at every meal of the day. What can you add to your meal to get that gut-friendly bacteria happy and fed well, so it proliferates more, so it leads to a healthy immune system and everything else. We won't go on to a gut health lecture now, but don't use the excuse that you don't have time. There's things you can do in the evening. So not only taking, to be honest, that wasn't even 10 minutes, was it? Taking 5 minutes to prep something for tomorrow morning. But how about also sticking out some workout clothes or a pair of trainers so you can get up in the morning, get straight out of the door for a quick 5-minute, 10-minute walk, 1-minute walk around the block. What about prepping, making sure you've got some water next to your bed? What about even just sort of setting the sideboard with with your morning sort of cereal? You know, 10 minutes in the evening can set you up for success in the morning and stop you rushing and saying you don't have time for a good breakfast. That's it from me for now. I will be back tomorrow with another Give It 10. I hope that's inspired you to get prepping and stop making excuses. Right, that's it from me. I will see you tomorrow. Toodaloo.